high, it's now a new leader, Zach Henry at the top spot. Henry at the point. Davenport trying to battle back on the high side. Randy Cohn also reeling in the two leaders. Side by side battle we go. And Zach Henry is your new leader. Henry the top man at the point. Side by side battle for second. Randy Cohn looking to slip underneath the 85 of Darren Davenport. Can he get it done going down the back chute as they go side by side? It looks like Davenport's going to push up the racetrack. Cohn will take over that second spot. Lap traffic getting ready to become a factor in this race. Randy Cohn trying to reel in your leader. He's at the back quarter panel. Cohn's going to go up way high. He'll go around counter Allensworth. He'll come out of turn number 2 side by side with Zach Henry. He'll have a little bit of an advantage heading into 3 and 4. Henry at the bottom. Cohn trying to pinch him back down. They've got a lap car, McLaughlin right in front of them. Upstairs goes Cohn one more time. He'll have the lap car jump in front of him. Now he'll be inside as they go 3 wide with the lap car down the back straightaway. Cohn to the inside. We'll move Henry up the speedway. At the flag stand, it's still Henry by a bumper. Henry now extends the lead just ever so slightly. He'll push up the racetrack. Randy Cohn reels him back in as they go down the front straightaway. Sandy Tanner to the next victim to go a lap down as the white flag comes out. One more lap to go for your leaders. Zach Henry at the bottom of the racetrack. Randy Cohn making a run. Trouble for Jimmy Miller. Will Miller become a factor in this race? Here they come down the front straightaway. It's going to be the 97Z of Zach Henry picking up the win. Randy Cohn second. Third is going to be Darren Davenport. Fourth is Dan Kennedy, and fifth will be the 355 of AJ Christian, Gerald Wasick, and Matt Field. We'll give it a go one more time. They're back on the gas, and we're racing again. HBG.com Speedway.
Do I need to tell them now?
Fanning out, they go 4 and 5 wide. Wasick trying to thread the needle down the back straightaway. Looks like a 60K of Steve Harris continuing to huff smoke. Matt Field, though, comes out with the lead on lap number 1. Bob Troutwine with a little bit of a side swipe. The 11W, they continue around the speedway.
What did he say?
Nothing.
Okay. That was true.
Oops, that's right. James going around, and we've got a big bang on the 5K of Steve Harris. Harry gets flipped in the rear, jumps about 5 feet in the air. We will see what kind of damage we've got there on that.
The yellow light's out. We're getting ready to go green here in the factory stock class, and we've got number 68. Matt Field is your leader. 42C of Terry Cooler, and the 1N1 of Bob Troutwine. That's your top 3. Everybody dealing with a fairly dry, slick track here tonight. Already had several spinouts. And the field here right now has been reduced down to 8 cars out of the original 14. Matt Fields continues to lead, running about a car width up off that bottom, managing to keep that car nice and straight as he goes through the corners. Now the 72 of David Samuels has moved up into that second spot. Got the 1N1 of Bob Trotline in third. He gets challenged down on the inside by the 5K. And now Samuels is going to go around the outside of Matt Field and take that lead. Once again, David Samuels in the lead. Matt Field in that second spot in 5K, which I do not have him listed on my sheet. I'm sorry, Steve Herrick. Steve Herrick into that third spot, and then Bob Trotline in fourth. Samuels now pulling out to a fairly comfortable lead here as they come out of turn 4. Say approximately a half a straightaway lead over second place, and now Steve Herrick goes out on the inside of Matt Field for that second spot. Field has moved up on the track considerably from where he was running earlier. And I think that might have cost him that second spot. Herrick got down on that bottom side and got around it. And we've got one spinning out over here in turn 2. Who that is, that's going to bring out the yellow flag. And that is the 12S, it looks like, of Dustin Sievers, I'm sorry. Well, that yellow flag is going to close them back up now as Samuels had moved out to approximately half a straightaway length over Steve Herrick. Herrick going to challenge there on that bottom side. Samuels pull away as they go through turns 1 and 2. Herrick can kind of close it up there going into 1 and 4, but that's about as close as he can get to Samuels. Samuels, when he comes off the corner, will pull away. Now it looks like the 97 of Zach Henry is taking over that third spot now from Matt Field. Field makes a challenge back up on him, but he can't do anything with it. Henry up high. This might be Field's chance to get back that third spot, but he can't handle it. Samuels again now starts spreading out that lead. Once again, it's back to about 10 car lengths now as they go down the back straightaway. How long this race is, it seems like we've done 20 laps already. The field now starting to get pretty spread out over the track. Here comes the white flag out. David Samuels, Steve Herrick in third. 68 of Matt Field now goes into third, and once again Bob Trotline is in that fourth spot. Samuels, Steve Herrick, Matt Field, trot line, and the 42 of Terry Cotter. Here comes David Samuels out of the car. This is going to be his 6th feature win here at Heartland Park for the year. But he still trails Steve Herrick in the points. But of course, this is going to make some ground up on that. Once again, your winner here for the factory stocks at Heartland Park here tonight on a really warm evening, David Samuels. Once again, your starting lineup here: Kevin Hornay, Justin Johnson, Todd Wickman, Aaron Fuqua, Brian Murphy, Kerry Davis, Ryan Phillips, Josh Everhart, Kyle Colbert, and once again, just like the first start, Justin Johnson is going to come away with the lead off of turn 2. That's the 32 44. Kevin Horney. Aaron Fuqua now moves up into that second place. Goes 1 and 2. And looks down to the bottom, and when I say bottom, boy, I mean down around the bottom. And it looks like Fuqua here on lap 2. As he's found some traction right down there around the tires. I don't mean his, I mean the ones around the inside of the track. Fuqua really pinching that bottom side. Good race there for the 7th spot. Or I'm sorry, 5th spot. Meanwhile, Fuqua continues to get that lead extended out further in front of Justin Johnson. Now we've got a race there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Like 69, Ryan Phillips is going to take over that 3rd spot for 44. Kevin Horney. He's got over a straightaway. Try and catch. Darren Fuqua. Fuqua now up into some heavy traffic here at the back of the pack. Got a large lead, so he really doesn't need to push it in any way, shape, or form to try to get his way through here. He's got a good straightaway length lead ahead of Phillips. It's by Keem. Gonna get by the speed car. Staying down on that bottom side. Looks like most cars he's lapping, giving him plenty of room. Come back to second place right now. Ryan Phillips has an open track, so does Justin Johnson. 7-7, I'm going to say of Stephen Bowers Jr., but I'm just not really sure. I think that is not on the list. Second, third, and fourth here in a little triangular bunch. Cut down the front straightaway. With Phillips in that second spot, Justin Johnson hanging on to third. Like I say, I think it's Stephen Bowers or fourth. Once again, we are probably past the halfway point of this race. There's your leader, Darren Fuqua. There's your leader in the middle of the straightaway, and we come back here for second Phillips, and then Johnson and Bowers. Bowers and Johnson still duking out there for the first spot. Looks like Bowers now take it away coming out of four. Johnson comes back. Gets it going into turn one, but then hands it right back. And the white flag has come out. Darren Fuqua, he starts down the back straightaway. Looks like it's going to be Darren Fuqua, Ryan Phillips, Stephen Bowers, Justin Johnson, and the 87X. Ryan Murray, that's your top five. At Heartland Park, Topeka tonight, winner of the A-Mods, Darren Fuqua. Darren, man, we was in the pit area here earlier, and man, you were sitting on the ground just scratching your head. I'm thinking, what is this guy going to do?
I didn't know what to do at first. I mean, that's the first time we raced on a track that's slick. There's a lot of options under there. I don't want to down myself out, so I made a few bar adjustments, and I think we got it pretty close, so it was good.
I would say so. I mean, man, you charged up through there. I'm not sure where you started now. I don't remember.
Second row outside.
Second row, but still, man, it looked like you ran up through that field there pretty quick and then took over the lead, and it was, gee, what, half a lap lead there at one time?
Not sure. That's what they said. I was heading quite a ways, so some people were doubting me or whatever on the slick, so I kind of wanted to prove a point. I just kept hitting my lines and hitting my marks, and whenever I got in a little moisture, I just rolled into it a little harder, but car's good. Car's real good. So
I was going to say, on a track like this and a race like this tonight, it really, you have to have a lot of patience.
Yeah, you have to be patient with the gas. I mean, slick.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of motor and very little tire on these cars, so you always have to be real careful with the gas when it's slick like that.
Okay, winning chassis, and who's making the power?
It's a Driscoll engine, Matt Driscoll. Matt Driscoll built the engine. Him and my grandpa have been working together with the motor package, and they've got it working good, working real good. So the power is smooth in the motor, and it makes good power. So when it's tacky, it does real well too. So.
Yeah. Is this 6 in a row, or 6 wins? I mean.
This is the 8th win this year.
8th win, and just took over the points last week. So a little ways to go yet, though.
Yeah. I try not to think about the points because I just want to go out and win races. If you start point racing, it gets in your head.
Yeah,
you quit having as much fun, and I just want to go out and win races, have fun.
Okay. Folks, once again, your winner here at Heartland Park tonight for the A-Mods, Darren Fuqua. Darren, way to go.
Thank you.
It's time for some B-Mod racing here at Heartland Park, and here's a couple of the racers in the front of this feature. Got Shelby Calderwood, Dylan Whitehead, Steve Goodman, Heath Murray, Mike Higley, John Gars, Christopher Dishon, Jack Frost. A few of your drivers up front here in the A-Main for the B-Mods. Looks like Dylan Whitehead at 77 is going to lead that first lap. Higley moved up into that 3rd spot temporarily, and then slides back a position into 4th. Got the 93 of Shelby Calderwood in that 2nd spot, and now Mike Higley makes a pretty good run down that back straightaway and is going to get under Calderwood, and he will take 2nd place away. 45 of Dustin Zuglin. Now looks like he is going to take 3rd spot back. Meanwhile, Dylan Whitehead running smooth up in front, but Higley now starting to close in just a little bit of ground each lap. First 4 cars are pretty evenly spaced apart, probably with about 4 or 5 car lengths in between each one. Higley momentarily looks to the inside. Whitehead pulls away. Higley looks like he might be faster into the corner and maybe the apex when they get ready to exit the corner. Whitehead's pulling him off the corner. This time Higley rounds off the corner a little bit. Looks like he holds a little bit more speed that he come off of turn 2 just a little faster. Now he starts looking to the inside. Higley just cannot quite do it right there in the middle of the corner. It's not going to be but about 2 or 3 laps, and they're going to start getting lap traffic. Lap traffic in the back spread out pretty far, but still something they're going to have to deal with when they get up there. Once again, that 45 of Dustin Thulen. He starts closing up in there too, and we've got one spun around right down here coming out of 4. And that is the 2 car. I'm going to presume of Brandon Jones 2B. Well, after the yellow flag, we're going to have a restart here, and still Dylan Whitehead in first place. Mike Higley in 3rd. Dustin Thulen in 3rd. It looks like 41. Christopher Dishon ends up in the infield. Was the 3rd spot. 45 gets all squirrely there, goes through the infield, but manages to miss the tire. And in the process, Mike Higley is going to take the lead. Now opens up a big lead. Mike Higley out front. Dylan Whitehead second. And the 45 of Dustin Thulin. Somebody else pulls down on the infield on the apron and then gets right back out on the track. Now we've got a bunch of them here. Looks like Kirk at the 30. Dalton Kirk really trying to pinch down onto the inside of Thulin. Thulin now wants that second spot. And up on the top, we've got the 0-0, but he's just not really making much headway. And we've got a yellow flag, and we've got one spun out up here between 1 and 2. And it looks like the 34 of Tony Belbert. Mike Higley, your leader. Whitehead in second. Thulin in third. That yellow flag, Higley has to give up quite a bit of lead that he had developed. And man, we've got a 3-car race there for second, third, and fourth. And it looks like the 45 is going to take over second. 77, Whitehead lays a bumper on him. Looks like 0-0 now. Going to move into the third place. That's Matt Chris. Been running up high up there, sometimes going up, bouncing off that cushion and bringing it back down. Has to go up and catch the cushion before he can turn, and the white flag is out for Mike Higley. All he's got to do is kind of keep it under control and have the way straight. And I think everybody thinks this is over as the fans are starting to back it in and get out of here. Mike Higley going to be your winner here at Heartland Park, Topeka, Saturday night in the B-Mod class. Second place will go to the 45 of Dustin Thulin, the 0-0 of Marty Griss. Third place. Here with the winner of the B-Mods tonight here at Heartland Park, Topeka, Mike Higley. Mike, you had to use a little bit of patience out there, work your way up through the field, but you got there and took the win.
We did. First, I want to say thank you for coming out and shooting some videos. So we don't get a lot of tracks anymore with my job, so I'm always on there on Saturday mornings checking it out. So I really want to thank what you do, and shout out to your son as well for the stuff that he's doing too. So thank you very much.
And we both have a lot of fun with it, probably like you do with racing.
We do, and I love the video stuff, and I know how much work it takes, so really appreciate it. But no, we had a great run tonight. We pulled in and saw that they were away from a little bit of water off the track, and big grin on my face. Even if we're not fast and winning, that's my kind of racetrack. I enjoy racing on it. It's really, really difficult, and that's what's really fun. And didn't show quite enough patience in the heat race, which actually helped us on the inversion. They did a full 6-row inversion and took our time, kept our tires underneath us. And man, I tell you what, we built this car in the off season and kind of scabbed a bunch of ideas from a bunch of people, and you put it on a racetrack like that and it'll run with anybody.
I know I was down here after the heat race, and boy, everybody on the pit crew was working, so you guys were still kind of thrashing a little bit, trying to figure things out.
We really were. We had to fix some stuff from when we got into the tire in the heat race, but more than anything, I knew exactly what I wanted the car to do for the feature. I knew exactly where the track was going to be, and we just had to hustle to get the changes made. It was so hot today, they hustled us through. They didn't do a big intermission, so I wanted to hustle. And then one of my sponsors, Kevin Hinkle with KH Automotive, who you've talked to in the past, has been running our A-Mod, and it was his first night out here tonight. So we're double dutying with the team that usually just takes care of my car, and I'm real demanding. And with Kevin here, we had 2 cars to work on and 1 car worth of team, so we were hustling.
Yeah. Okay, folks, once again, your winner here at Heartland Park tonight for the B-Mods, Mike Higley. Mike, way to go. I think that, is it 4? I can't keep track.
It's the 4th one here. It's the 5th one altogether. Shout out to my sponsors real quick. US Coachworks powers this thing this year. They bought us a crate motor in the off season. Best money we ever spent. Man, that thing really takes care of us. Associated Drywall Contractors, DeBus Sandblasting, and David's Jewelers out at Topeka. And then as we talked about, KH Automotive. So appreciate it. Thanks for coming out.
Mike.